I've been doing a lot of talking about the whole concept of radical responsibility. And ultimately, that's where I live, and that's the mission that I'm trying to teach to everybody. And that's the walk I'm trying to walk. It gets hard sometimes when we get into an unresourceful place to get back to that place where we can see where the lesson is. So I do a lot of self-help, I do a lot of work, and one of the people that I've been listening to quite a bit lately is Derek Rydell. And he has this thing about the way he takes words and makes them work. And one day he was talking about being resourceful. And so where is the root of this word? So re means again, source would be God, and full would be filled with. So if you are resourceful, you are filled with God again. When we become unresourceful, we've pretty much detached ourselves from that divinity that is within us, the innate divinity that is there. So how do we become unresourceful? Well, one way is by stepping into our ego. Ego, as I have heard said, I think it was Wayne Dyer, says ego is edging God out. So if you're edging God out, of course you're not going to be in a resourceful place because God's not part of the equation. So how do we recognize when we are in ego and when we are unresourceful, and then take it and turn it around? So the question then is, do I feel light or do I feel heavy? If you feel heavy, if you feel constricted, if you feel like you can't breathe, like you can't think, if you feel tight, that is a very strong indication that you are in that moment not in a resourceful place, that you have allowed yourself as the human that you are to try to allow the human to take over. There's nothing wrong with that. That's part of being human. Congratulations, we all do it. As we connect more and more to the divinity that is within us, we are able to experience the humanity in a different way, in a more, they say, enlightened.
Proceed to the root.
And I think where the enlightenment comes is when we are in the light. So when you are in an enlightened place, you are in the light. The darkness is part of the equation. We have to experience the darkness. We have to experience the shadows, as I've already mentioned. So if we're experiencing the darkness and the shadows, and we want to get into the place where we're enlightened and we become resourceful again, then we need to look at the shadow, shine the light on the shadow, and find out what's hiding there. So what's hiding in that shadow? What is it that's pulling us away from the light? What is it that's hiding us from who we truly are? And what part of us do we need to open up to and embrace? So if you get into a place where you are feeling tight and dark and yucky, judgmental, all of those things, ask yourself, do I want to feel this way? And if you do, embrace it. Embrace it, feel it, just dive right into it. And then, once you've gotten to the point that you feel like you're comfortable with it and it no longer has any hold on you, then ask, what can I learn from this moment? What is the lesson that I'm trying to be taught here? And as you open yourself up to the lessons, you will find that you are more and more able to be rejoined to the resourcefulness. It's a beautiful thing when you can take yourself from the dark and you can shine the light on it. Oftentimes, we bring people into our lives who can help us get back into that place. And I believe that there are soul connections there, that there are contracts there, and that there are agreements there that bring those people into our lives. For some reason or another, I'm part of your life because we agreed to it. And I hope that my being a part of your life is something that will help you to recognize who you truly are, to embrace who you are, and to recognize that you are perfect. Warts and all, shadows, dirt, smudges, everything that's there, you are innately perfect. You are complete and you are whole. You may not recognize it right now, but you are. And it's not hard to discover who you are. All you have to do is want to start wanting to recognize who you are. So next time you feel yourself feeling unresourceful, next time you feel yourself feeling tight, ask yourself, what is the lesson that I need to learn in this? And then open yourself up to that divinity that is within you, the God that you are a part of. Allow yourself to open up to that so that you can learn what you need to learn in this moment. And hopefully it can become part of the past and you can move forward to learn new lessons and have new experiences. I'm April Davis.